Have you ever stopped to think about what's more terrifying, outer space or the deep ocean? It seems like a simple question, but the answer might leave you uneasy. Because the truth is, both hide secrets so deep, so unexplored, and so mysterious that they could easily be the plot of a horror movie, and yet they're real. On one side, space, a cold, silent void that stretches infinitely beyond our comprehension. A place where death can strike in seconds and isolation is absolute. A place without gravity, without sound, where even time can be relative. On the other side, the deep sea, dark, claustrophobic, with pressure so extreme they would crush a human in milliseconds. A place where creatures so bizarre live. Not even Hollywood's wildest imagination could invent them. And the scariest part? It's right here on our own planet. And still, we know less about it than we do about the moon. In this video, we're going to dive, quite literally, into these two abysses, the cosmic and the oceanic. And by the end, you might realize the real terror could be closer than you think. 1. Absolute darkness. Both space and the ocean's depths have something in common: total darkness. But they offer different kinds of darkness. In space, darkness is eternal. Without atmosphere, light doesn't scatter. The sun may be blazing, but if you're not in the direct path of its rays, everything is pitch black. Out there, you see stars, distant planets, nebulae, all wrapped in an eerie silence. No sound, no breeze, no warmth. It's pure nothingness. In the deep sea, light disappears around 200 meters below the surface. Below that, darkness takes over. And the deeper you go, the higher the pressure becomes, and the stranger the life forms get. Silence rules here too, but it's different, dense, heavy, almost oppressive. And sometimes, unexplained sounds are picked up by sonar and hydrophones. Sound science hasn't fully explained yet. 2. The unknown is what scares us. Did you know we know more about Mars than we do about Earth's deep ocean trenches? About 95% of our oceans remain unexplored. That's right. Most of our own planet is, in practice, a mystery. Can you imagine what could be lurking down there? In space, at least we have images, data, probes, telescopes. We've observed distant galaxies, black holes, exoplanets. There's still a lot to learn, sure, but we have a general idea. The deep sea, however, remains one of modern science's greatest enigmas. 3. Creatures of the abyss. The creatures living in the ocean's depths seem straight out of nightmares. Fish with enormous jaws and razor-sharp teeth, bioluminescent beings that glow like ghosts in the dark, animals surviving in freezing temperatures and crushing pressure. What if I told you we've discovered fish that can swallow prey bigger than themselves? Or jellyfish that never die? Yes, Turritopsis dohrnii is biologically immortal. So what else have we not found yet? In space, we speculate about extraterrestrial life. No aliens, at least officially, have been found yet, but the chances of life somewhere out there are very high. The Drake equation estimates billions of possible civilizations. The idea that we're not alone stirs our imagination like nothing else. 4. Death in the void. Dying in space is one of the most terrifying ideas imaginable. One crack in your suit, one failure in your ship, and in seconds, you lose consciousness, and your body might drift for millions of years, frozen alone, intact. In the deep sea, death can come from crushing pressure. Expose yourself at that depth, and your body is instantly compressed. No time for panic, just the end. Both environments are absolutely hostile to human life. But the ocean has a twist. It's accessible. It's here. It's at your coastline. You can dive in, and a few meters deeper, you're already at risk. 5. The unpredictable. In space, the unpredictable includes cosmic radiation, solar flares, asteroids, black holes. Massive forces totally beyond our control. But most of the time, they're distant. In the ocean, the unpredictable might be just a few kilometers off the coast. A never-before-seen animal. A deep-sea creature that rose for some reason. A marine current that pulls you in. A mysterious sound from the depths. Ever heard of the sound called the bloop? Detected in 1997 in the Pacific Ocean. It was so loud it was picked up by sensors thousands of kilometers apart. For a while, scientists thought it came from a massive animal. To this day, no consensus on its origin. So what's more terrifying? Maybe the answer lies more in psychology than in physics. Space frightens us because it's infinite, isolating, a never-ending void. It makes us feel small, fragile, alone. The ocean terrifies us because it's dark, suffocating, alien, and so close. Because its threats aren't theoretical. They're real, tangible, hauntingly present. In the end, both space and the ocean remind us of the same truth. The unknown will always be our greatest fear. And perhaps the scariest thing of all is knowing there's still so much left to discover. So tell me, would you dare dive into the ocean's abyss or float through the void of space? Milky Way or water wave? Drop a comment on which you find more terrifying, and subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive into the unknown.